la 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 la. La 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 la.
Hi students, good morning to you all. Today in our English class we are going to study about the sweetest person in the world. Who is the sweetest person in the world? Which person do we like the most? Which person do we love the most? It is none other than our mother. So the lesson of the poem, the name of the lesson is My Mother. It's a poem. This poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore is an Indian poet. He is popularly known as Vishwakavi. Rabindranath is popularly known as what? Vishwakavi. And he is also called Gurudev. Rabindranath is also called Gurudev. He was the founder of Shanti Niketan. Rabindranath Tagore was the founder of, he founded Shanti Niketan as an experimental school. His Shanti Niketan was an experimental school, and he got the Nobel Prize. He was awarded Nobel Prize for literature for his Gitanjali. Gitanjali also is a poetic work. It's a fantastic work. It is called the Song of Offerings. Gitanjali is, the meaning of Gitanjali is the Song of Offerings. For that he has got a Nobel Prize for literature. So his poems are based on Indian vision. Bharata Darshanam, Indian vision, Bharata Darshanam, Darshanam is philosophy and all. So his poems are based on Indian vision and love towards his motherland, love towards his motherland. And he is very much confident, or he is considered the voice of Indian heritage and spiritualism. He is considered, or he is taken as the image for, the icon for Indian heritage and spiritualism. Such a great poet, great person we had, India had. We are lucky to have a person like a Rabindranath Tagore in our country. He has written several great works. One of them is a small poem given here, My Mother. So in this poem, the poet speaks about his mother. And mother is a sweet memory for everybody. Her love, her consideration, her care. We all have experienced it, and you children are experiencing it. What can you give back instead of her love, instead of mother's love? What can you give back? She does not want anything else but your love and care. Never give any pain to your mother. Never cause a sorrow to your mother. That's the only thing you can give back to your mother for her love and care. There is no value determined. There is no value determined for her services to human being. That means her service is so valuable that we cannot fix a particular value for her services and give to her. It is such a great love, care and sacrifice. Let us see what does Rabindranath Tagore about mother. So it's a poem. Let us read the poem first. Okay? All of you take your textbook and look in the lines when I read it. I cannot remember my mother, only sometime in the midst of my play. A tune seems to hover over my playthings, the tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning the smell of the shively flowers float in the air, the sound of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the sound of my mother. I cannot remember my mother, only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. I feel the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. I cannot remember my mother, only sometime in the midst of my play. A tune seems to hover over my playthings, the tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. So the poet says that he cannot remember his mother. I cannot remember my mother. Only sometime in the midst of my play. As a child, when I was playing, sometime in the middle of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings. A tune seems to remain over my playthings. I am playing with different things, different toys, dolls, etc. And with these toys and dolls, over these toys and dolls, I feel that a tune is remaining. I feel that tune. The tune of some song that she used. The tune of some song. What kind of song? She used it to hum while rocking my cradle. Cradle, you know, baby cradle. Babies are put in the cradle and the mothers rock it. Rock means move it to make the baby sleep. At that time, usually the mothers sing songs also. Usually, the baby sleeping songs are called lullaby in English. Lullaby. In Telugu we call it talat. Lepothe lalipatu. Like that songs are there. Has your mother sung a talat for you? Can you remember? Usually mothers sing some kinds of songs to make the baby sleep. And usually mother's voice is the sweetest voice for any child. On listening to the voice, the baby slowly will fall into the sleep. So, a lollipop, a lullaby is such a wonderful thing. Modern mothers may not sing it because they don't know. Instead of singing songs, they may scold the child. Hey, Nadrabo, like that, maybe. But every mother should sing lullabies. So while rocking my cradle, rock, I said no, rocking means by moving the cradle here and there, means to and fro. To and fro. That means the cradle when moves and the child listens to the song, slowly its eyelids will close and it will sleep. So Rabindranath Tagore, as a child, remembers the tune of such a song which his mother used to hum. Hum means what? Like that, making a sound is called humming. Instead of singing openly, if such a sound is made, it is called humming. His mother used to hum a tune like this. He remembers that tune in the middle of his play. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning, the smell of the Shivli flowers floats in the air. So another occasion which makes the poet remember his mother is the autumn morning, early autumn morning. In the early autumn morning, what happens? He gets a smell of Shivuli flowers. The Shivuli flowers blossom in the autumn season. Autumn is a season. And in the autumn season, the Shivuli flowers blossom and Tagore gets the smell of these Shivuli flowers, and then he remembers his mother because he thinks that his mother had the smell of the Shivuli flowers. Next, the scent of the morning service in the temple. Morning service in the temple. In the temple, what happens in the early morning, pujas will take place, worshipping will take place. At that time, the priest of the temple will burn camphor or some kind of things which give out a scent. Scent means a good smell. So the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. So he compared the scent of the temple service to his mother's smell. He says that his mother had such a smell. When she came near, he felt the scent of the temple services. So by this, the poet also gives us an important information about his mother. What is that? This woman used to go to temple in the early morning, and she used to worship and took a prasadam or something from the temple. So she had the smell of the temple services. And both these smells, first smell of what? The smell of the Shivli flowers. When do the Shivli flowers blossom? In the autumn season. Second smell, what is the second smell? The scent of the temple service in the temple. That also brings him the memories of his mother. I cannot remember my mother. Only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky. So only when from my bedroom window, now as a grown-up man, I look into the sky. What sky? The blue sky at the distance. When I look into the blue sky from my bedroom window, through window I look into the sky. Only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue of the distant sky, distant sky. When the sky is clear, it looks blue. If it is cloudless, it looks blue. Into the blue sky, when I look, I send my eyes means I look into the blue sky. That's the meaning. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. So when I look into the blue sky, I feel. What do I feel? I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze. Gaze means look. When mother looked at him when he was a child, he could remember in a fainting way, his mother had looked onto his face when he was very small. Now when he looked into the sky, he felt that the entire sky is full of his mother's face. The entire sky is full of his mother's face, and from there, the mother is looking at his face. Such a feeling comes to him. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. What has spread all over the sky? My mother's gaze has spread all over the sky. Wherever I look, I see my mother's gaze. Such a feeling comes to the poet. So the poet desperately tries to remember his mother. Desperately, he is trying to bring the memories of his mother back into his life. When he was very small child, his mother left him. Means his mother died. So she could not experience her love and care very much. He was an unlucky child who lost the love of his mother. But whatever faint memories he has, is bright, and he writes down these memories in these lines. So a great poet is writing about his own mother. And we have our mothers with us. And you have your mothers with you. You enjoy your mother's love and care directly from her. And you don't know its value because you have your mother with you, and she is providing you with all her love and care, consideration. But some children are there who has lost her mother. Such children are yearning for, seriously wishing for mother's love and care. So, love your mother. It is such a treasure God has given us. God has given to you. Respect her. Don't quarrel with her. Don't speak angrily to her. Don't scold your mother. Obey your mother. She wishes for your good only. Whatever she asks you to do, it is for your goodness only. So, you also write about your mother. What do you feel about your mother? You also write a poem like this, or a paragraph like this about your mother. Here are some questions. 4 questions are given here. How does the poet feel the presence of his mother? How does the poet feel the presence of his mother? The poet feels the presence of his mother in the form of a humming tune that hover over the playthings, as the smell of the shively flowers that floats in the air, and that scent of the service in the temple that comes to him, and as the gaze of his mother in the blue sky. Like that he feels the presence of his mother. And second question says, what do you understand from the statement, I cannot remember my mother? I cannot remember my mother means the poet is not able to remember the face of his mother. The poet is not able to remember the shape of his mother because when he was very small child, she died. Does the poem convey sadness if he has picked out the suggestive expressions? As the poem conveys sadness because the poet says, I cannot remember my mother. That line itself is showing the sadness of the poet. I cannot remember my mother. What imagery do you find in each stanza? To which sense does it appeal to you? So here is a table. In the table, one example is given. Like that, you can fill the box writing from each stanza. And another question, we read the poem My Mother again and complete the table. Sixth question, we all love our mother, don't we? We love her because of certain qualities. Think and write about her qualities, about the qualities of mother. Seventh question, how would you choreograph the first stanza? Okay, that you can leave. Remaining questions, answers you write. Okay, read the poem again and again and answer these questions also. I also will give some small questions to you. Okay, write answers to those questions also. Wish you all the best. Prepare for exams also. Okay? Thank you.